In this Mediterranean-inspired vegetable soup, we packed 15, yes, 15 plant foods that are gonna help you meet all of your health and fitness goals this season. Hi, welcome back to What's Cooking in Worcester. I am nutritionist Kelly Williams, and I am here today to show you a delicious, warming, and nourishing soup that your whole family is going to love. Okay, we are gonna get started on our Mediterranean vegetable soup, and as you can see, we have all the vegetables laid out in front of us. You can mix this up with whatever your family prefers. Today I am using carrots, potatoes, zucchini, celery, onion, and a couple surprise ingredients when we get over to the stove. Now, whenever we're roasting or making a soup or anything like that, the key to getting everything to cook the same is to try to cut it about the same size. I'm just gonna quarter this carrot. These are really large carrots, so I'm gonna cut them in quarters. One little tip, if you haven't tried this already, put an extra bowl on your counter when you're cutting a lot of vegetables or peeling a lot of things. Save yourself a trip to the trash can. You just keep it all in one place, and then you can dump it when you're done. If you want to be really thrifty, refer to one of our previous episodes where I show you how to repurpose your vegetable scraps and make them into a delicious vegetable broth, or put them alongside some chicken or meat bones and make them into a chicken broth. We are moving on to our potatoes. Again, these have been washed and peeled, and the peeling is personal preference. You are welcome to leave the peel on your potato if you'd like to, just add a little bit of extra fiber, so that's fine as well. Now we're gonna go ahead and get our onion ready. Again, red onion, sweet onion, yellow onion, whatever you like. Now, the reason we are focusing on so many vegetables in this soup is because research tells us that 30 or more plant foods in a week are going to reduce your risk of everything from cancer to cardiovascular disease. It is all types of mortality. So this recipe contains 15 different plant sources, so you will be well on your way when you make this soup to getting your 30 in 1 week. Next up, we have 2 ribs of celery. And just like we did with our carrots, depending on the size of the celery, cut it in little half moon shapes or cut it lengthwise first if you need to. The last vegetable we need to work with today is some zucchini. And again, any vegetable you like, you could try out in here. So now all of our vegetables are chopped and we're ready to get cooking. Okay, we have our large stock pot heating over medium heat, so we're warming our pan, and now we're gonna add a bit of olive oil, okay? And we're gonna give that just a moment to warm up, and then we're going to be adding our mushrooms. Now, today we are using baby Bella mushrooms, but you could use any type. Once our oil has heated up, we can add our mushrooms. And the reason why we're starting with our mushrooms is because they are so soft and they cook really quickly. So we don't want them to get overdone and too mushy. So once they are cooked through in about 5 to 7 minutes, we're gonna transfer them out of this pan and just set them off to the side to wait while those other ingredients cook. Our mushrooms are softened and they are transferred out to a bowl. They're just gonna hang out and wait. We can add a little bit more olive oil to our pan. Now we're gonna start adding all of those great vegetables that we chopped just a few moments ago. So our vegetables are in. We're gonna give them a toss, try to get everything nice and coated in our oil. And really, when you make this, the larger the stock pot you have, the better. You wanna really try to give those vegetables some room. We're gonna get everything cooking down here, and the more surface area you have, the more efficient it will be. So now we're just gonna give this a little bit of time to get everything started softening. Just keep giving it a stir every so often. You just wanna make sure nothing's sticking to the bottom. For right now, we're just kind of giving those vegetables a little head start on softening. All right, so we are going to go ahead and add our seasoning. Today we are using paprika, some sweet paprika, some turmeric. Turmeric is a great anti-inflammatory spice, and some coriander. We're going to add salt and pepper. We are going to add in 2 bay leaves. Remember, whenever you use bay leaves, you are going to remove these before you eat your soup. And we are also going to add a sprig of thyme. If you don't want to buy fresh thyme, you could just use about a half teaspoon of dried thyme, but I'm gonna put a whole sprig in, and again, same as I'm doing with the bay leaf, I'll just remove this at the end. We're just gonna use it for some flavoring. I'm going to add some garlic. This is gonna be about 2 cloves worth of garlic. Measure with your heart though. And we're gonna give this A little mix, get our spices going in there. Okay, and now we're gonna add some diced tomatoes. I'm using 1 can of white beans. These are rinsed and drained, and this is gonna give additional fiber. It's going to give us a bit of protein, and this is part of what makes it a Mediterranean-inspired soup. Now we are going to add our broth. Today I am using chicken broth. You could make this dish completely vegetarian by using a vegetable broth. You can make your own broth, or you can take some help from the store and buy it already done, like I'm doing today. Our broth is in there. We're gonna give this a bit of a stir. We still want this to be on about a medium to a medium-high heat because we wanna bring it to a boil. As you can see, my stock pot is very full, so I'm gonna keep a really close eye on this so it doesn't boil over. Once it comes up to a boil, we're gonna let it boil for about 5 minutes and then turn the heat down and let it just simmer a little bit more softly. So while our stock is simmering over there, we're gonna get started on our finishing touch, which is going to be some parsley and lime. All I'm doing here with a bunch of parsley is kind of removing out some of those tough stems. You don't have to worry about the smaller stems, but just sort of pinch off the big stems. Keep in mind, we are trying to get those plants in our diet, and so I'll just remind you that your herbs and your spices count. So we're gonna give this a nice chop. And I know that looks like a lot of parsley to be adding, but it is fresh, and so it's going to shrink down once you put it in that hot soup. We're gonna leave that there. And the last element that we're gonna be adding to our soup for a little brightness is including some acidity. That's really important. In all of our dishes, we need to have a fat, which we're getting through our olive oil, and some acidity, which we're using lime today. So before you use any citrus fruit, it helps to get the juices flowing by just sort of rolling it back and forth. And now we're just going to zest. So zesting is when we take just this outer layer. But when you do that, you of course want to make sure that you have already washed your fruit because we are using this part. After about 15 minutes of simmering, all of your vegetables should be nice and softened and all the flavors incorporated really well. So we're just gonna add our mushrooms back into this mixture and let everything cook up for just a couple minutes. You just want those mushrooms to get warmed through. And as you can see, this soup has a lot of really beautiful colors in it as well. That turmeric gives it a nice golden color. And while we're at it, there's one of our bay leaves. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull that out. And while those mushrooms are warming back up, you can look for your other bay leaf or your sprig of thyme and pull those out. And we're gonna go ahead and add our final flavors, which are going to be our lime zest, the juice of 1 lime. We're going to add all of our fresh parsley and give that a nice stir. And again, look at all those amazing, beautiful colors that we have in this 15 plant soup. This will be a great side dish. Make it at the beginning of the week. Save it for lunches all week long. It's a great plan ahead meal. And there we have it, our Mediterranean-inspired soup that is perfect for these cold days. You can enjoy this all week long. It'll keep in your refrigerator for several days. I hope you love it as much as I do. For the Worcester County Health Department, I am nutritionist Kelly Williams. Remember to eat healthy, be active, and prevent diabetes today.